my name is Attorney Walter Knott, and these are the top 5 most common people that I see where the USA in some way, manner, or form has failed them. And that's not just the USA in total as the government that exists. It is the companies that are the third-party product or service rendering groups who also fail them. Let's go into them. Number 1, the car accident back injury victim who ultimately becomes disabled. They had a job, they can no longer work a job. Here's the problem. We go into personal injury. We get these giant big box firms. They do quick settlements. The person hardly gets enough money to ever make them whole. They go into disability, and they don't have enough money to last them through the rest of their life. And their life continues to become more and more and more financially difficult as they struggle to pay for things like food, for things that are simple like rent, water, heat, AC, electricity in general, those things. Next one, number 2, the heavy equipment operator with the neck injury. How many times have we seen a heavy equipment operator? The machine goes on its side for whatever reason. All of a sudden, we have a workers' comp claim. Workers' comp, right? Should be paying a lot of money to be able to help this person for an extended period? No, the workers' comp system was created with the idea of a transitional phase onto Social Security Disability Insurance and or SSI, depending on how many work credits are involved. So the bottom line is, once again, we have somebody who's stuck on Social Security disability benefits or supplemental security income, who basically has to struggle as they get farther and farther down the timeline. From when they used to be able to work, whether it was their fault or not, they can no longer work. And now, all of the things that they were about, hey, I want to have a cool muscle car. Hey, I want to own a tractor. Hey, I want to own a farm. Hey, I want to own a little apartment in the city. All of those things essentially are gone, out of their reach, because there's not enough money. Next one. Number 3, the bullied ADHD kid with no friends, whose parents were the driver and heavy equipment operator. All right, so we got this kid, ADHD. Okay, we all know what that means. Child has an issue, attention spans all over the place. The mom is now disabled. Driver. Heavy equipment operator, father. Right? We've got 2 disabled people that are the parents, and now we have the disabled child. Unfortunately, many times I see this end up with the child living in a sanatorium. Unfortunately, many times I see this ending up where the child ends up committing suicide. This is a problem. We are having too many failed children in this regard. We need to go ahead and have a better solution other than just SSI. Because, or DAC, Disabled Child Benefits, or AUX benefits. We need to have a better option than this because, at the end of the day, these humans usually can become more high-functioning with the right training, the right assistance, and things like that. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. The blind person who just wants to see black and white without even dreaming of having the great luxury of color in his vision. He struggles to find people who can relate to him. Isn't it odd that so many people feel like they're starving for attention, and yet they have no deficit in the sense of physical or mental attributes? They're just wanting attention. Isn't it odd that we haven't set up our society to be more inclusive? Isn't it weird that the way that we form group knowledge is through academia, but the academia group interaction is not really what it used to be? It's more of like you go to your classes, that's it. Maybe in sports you'll see that. But in school, in the traditional grade system, we don't really have it like we used to. We took away a lot of the clear-cut classes, and we basically left everybody with recess. And that was the main functional aspect of social interaction training. We need to do a little bit better with this, because all kinds of people that are out there are going straight from, hey, I really want to have a lot of friends, to, I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. The truth is, people live a much happier life when they have somebody. And when they have somebody special and then a couple of side friends that can go out and do fun stuff with them, think about that blind guy. Think about that. Number 5, the veteran who made it through the war without having intrusive nightmares and flashbacks, PTSD. To come home to a significant other who doesn't know them anymore, and a child on the way. These are all extremely common people. I think the first thing that we need to understand is that we need to acknowledge their existence. A lot of people are like, I'm happy in my little neighborhood because I go onto neighbor.com or neighborly.com or whatever the website is, and I get to talk to people about things I really like and products I like. That's cool, and that's a good start. But that's not really social interaction as it was meant to be for humans. Start to think about the difference there of what technology has done to completely remove us from interacting with others. Think about this. Remember poker games? Remember how people would sit around, they'd play poker, like that was their night? Does anybody do that still? Does anybody even have the money to play that game anymore? Think about that. The first thing we need to do is we need to put a light on this, shine a light on it, if you will, to show individuals that these individuals exist, and that basically at the end of the day we're seeing way too high of a depression, suicide, homicide rate out of these types of individuals. Ergo, the United States, the companies that serve the United States, whether public or private, the neighbors that we are, we failed these people. We have. What are things that we can do to start making it a better system? First, acknowledge that they exist. Number two, tough question, what can we do to make it better? My name is Attorney Walter Roof, not the third. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there, have your mind think about it a little bit. I will catch up with you a little bit later. Remember, like, subscribe, and if you can, leave 5-star reviews. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.